Hello everyone, it's me again from Math Videos from 2019 for next decade. Today I'm going to teach you sine rule. I finally found out what it means, so now I'm going to teach it to you. So I'm going to explain the purpose of cosine rule. So cosine rule is a good alternative from sine rule. Remember a over sine a. Well, it's not that all over great because it can be flawed if it requires more information. But with this method, it's more flexible. You can find it's basically alternative. So it works for when you involve with 3 sides and 1 angle. So if you're involving with 3 sides, which you always, like if you have 2 sides and you want to find the last side and you have angle, you can find that side. And it's fairly easy with this formula, like you guys all expect in math, because high school students are stupid because they can't do anything without a math formula. So here's the formula. It's really straightforward. If I have like 2 here, basically what I've done here is I modified to have the square root, so that operation's done. So it's basically like Pythagoras minusing 2ab times it by the cosine of one of the angles. So let's substitute let's go substitute the values into let's go substitute the variables, and then I'll show you how to find the missing angle with cosine rule. So it's fairly easy. We all know how to substitute. If you're not, like, oh dear. Oops, I forgot the square root. It's a bit wonky. Square root of 4, 5, so 25. Minus it by 2 brackets. 4 times 5, so that's 20. Times it by cos of 70. And that's it. That's all you need to find this angle. So all we've got to do is just punch into the calculator. So we'll go back to Firefox. If you've done your homework, you should have downloaded already. So I need to see, otherwise it'll be no good. A wise monk said, like, to see, just open your eyes. What's this? I'm just going to make sure that this is the square root function. Yes, it is. So let's clear all. I like how they give you in parentheses already. So for maybe they allow you shortcuts. Yeah. Ooh, I forgot to press the shift. The syntax. I don't like the syntax in here. 4 to the power of 2 plus it by not shift plus. No. Alright, I give up. I'm just gonna do it the manual way and just type my way. God, I hate syntax. In parentheses, x, not x, naughty, you don't want to mix it up, times it by cosine of 70. There we go. Now it's very important that it's not radians. We're doing degrees. Most of your answers will be degrees. Just switch it on what answer does your what the answer is questioning. And if I punch this in, we get C. So C equals to a messy 5.2. Actually, let's do rounding up. Rounding up to the 3rd decimal is good enough. That's what I like to do. So it's C equals to 2. What was it? No, 5. 5.227. Yes, 7. Neat. So now we have found the missing angle. C equals to 5.227. That's neat. That's all well and good and all, but now we have all these angles. What was it? Now we have all these sides. So now this equals to 5.227. That's a bit absurd. Let's just make it like that. Just 5.2. So now let's go find angle A. We can use sine rule, but that's no help, otherwise I'm not teaching you anything. Let's go find out how to find angle A using cosine rule. So first of all, this formula is no good. So now we have to rearrange it because we have to do something for once. So what is wrong with this formula is I'm gonna bring back, I don't know, I'm not that great in maths, so I'm gonna get rid of the square root because that's just extra work. I'm gonna bring back the square root because it's great. Make square root great again. So now we need to rearrange, and we all know from rearranging, just do the opposite operation. So this is a plus, and what's the opposite of plus is we minus them. So I'm going to do every operation in red. So we minus a squared minus b squared, and then we do that on the opposite side. So that becomes, we do it. So now the equation is c squared minus it by a squared minus it by b squared equals to negative 2ab times it by cos of a. That's right. So there should be a because we want to find a. If you want to find c, just put in c. It's literally that simple. So now the next step is we need to get rid of this bastard. It's really easy peasy. So what's the operation is here? It's a divide, it's a times, and the opposite of that is divide. So that, that will obviously cancel out, but now it's over here, 2ab. So this since cancel out, and we just admit that was too lazy, so I just erase it out. So now the formula is c squared minus ab blah 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 equals to cosine a. Congratulations. Now we have also like cosine by itself, but now we need to do more because it's not that useful. So let me just, this is a mess right now. Oh, scheißen. Oh well, I just get my lasso tool and just wait. We absolutely don't need this at all. It's so funny that every teacher's like, do you guys need this? Nah, you don't. Does anyone need this? Like, the teacher gives you some time before you erase it out, but then he just admitted he won't care. Oops. Command T. Oof. So that's text. There we go. Press OK. Go to any lasso to deselect, and then we have more space to work with. So now I'm going to flip this around, which should it be? You guys should know the reason why you can flip this around real easy. Oops. So now what we need to do is we need to isolate a from cosine, which is really easy. Come on, this is easy syntax. We just make it what's the opposite operation is, we all know, you guys know the syntax for math, which is cosine to the power negative 1 or theta. Oops, I don't know how to draw a calc. How about umlaut a? So that's what it equals to, and that will equals to a. And now we have a formula. So now we just substitute the variables, which is real easy. We all know good at that. So you probably will left the tutorial because you got what you wanted. You got the formula. So got the command T, move it up, and I'm gonna do the formula anyway, which is real easy. We're gonna find angle A. Alright, so A equals to cosine umlaut A, which is the angle. I'm not sure this is correct, but oh well, I'm just having fun. C squared, so 5.2 squared minus it by 4 squared minus it by 25. Just to make it hard, nah, 5 squared. Then under, over, not 4 times 5. Now you just punch into calculator and we get an answer. Oops, I forgot to do close parentheses. It doesn't matter, the calculator does the syntax for us. If you don't know we press inverse. If you don't know what the syntax means, it's basically like the language has like formulate, like a lot of encoding. There's like syntax. Like the most easiest syntax is probably got to be Python, or you can do block coding. That's got to be the easiest syntaxing. So just gotta punch this formula away, shoot all your problems away, grab the formula and punch it in. Be that cringy math teacher who makes weird raps. We got to be in harmony. Divided by negative, open parentheses, 5, and now we should get an answer. Oh. Well, you get the idea, we get that answer. To be honest, it's probably equals. This is nearly an equilateral triangle. I'm bailing already. So it should be about 55 degrees. No. Calculating in my head. Yeah, say 55 to 65 degrees. I don't know. I probably punched into the calculator wrong. I hope you had a good day. See you later for the next awful math videos from 2019 for next decade. Sigh.